the first thing I want to do is discourage them, as odd as that sounds, discourage them from repeating the story they've probably been repeating to everybody else about, I started 6 months ago with this eating disorder behaviour and it got worse and it became, because that's just symptoms. That's just symptoms. And to support that person, I need the big picture, not just the symptoms. Like I can help a person cope better if they want to talk only about symptoms. If they're not ready for anything else, then that's absolutely fine. And I believe that you can long term manage the symptoms and choose not to look at what's underneath it. But I think my hope for every client is that they can be freer. And I'm not going to say free because I don't think that everybody can have that. And I think some people would question if it's at all possible. And I'm not quite sure where I am in relation to either of those statements.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess for any of us that have had lots of contact with the medical system, we've probably got a story that is, if it's not rehearsed, we've had to tell it so many times that I suppose when someone walks into your practice and what would you want to say, out it comes.
Mm-hmm.
But you're thinking wider than that. You want to hear more about the person's experience in their life.
I want to know about the things that are important to them, not about the things that they are saying to attempt to communicate with other people. To me, eating disorder behaviours are usually the person's struggle to express things any other way, be that because they don't know how to say it another way, or they don't feel they'll be listened to, or they haven't been listened to, or they just don't know how to make sense of it.
Yeah. So they've been living for a long time in a world where no one's listening. Mm-hmm. There isn't a kind of outlet for the much more private experience that's harder to share.
Mm-hmm. And I think the difficulty is people are listening. They're listening to the symptoms.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.